Kidmissing TV. This is a special feature case. It's an updated video of one that got 6,500 views. Actually, a little over 6,500 views. That of Anthonette Christine Cayedito. She was born on Christmas Day, 1976. Her mother's name was Penny, and her father's name was Anthony. She had two younger sisters. They lived in an apartment close to famous Route 66. She was 9 years old. She spent a lot of time taking care of her siblings because her mother had to work. And she was a single mom. On April 6, 1986, Penny returned home at midnight from a night out with friends, sent the babysitter home. About 3 a.m., Wendy reports that she and Penny heard a knock at the door. Anthonette asked who was on the other. No, it must have been she and Anthonette, because Penny never woke up. She and Anthonette heard a knock at the door. Anthonette asked who was on the other side, and the individual claimed to be Uncle Joe. When she opened the door, Anthonette was grabbed by two men. She fought and yelled to no avail. Wendy recalled seeing the men put Anthonette in a brown van, but she did not recognize it or the men. Seemingly, 5-year-old Wendy went back to bed. Penny woke up in the morning at around 7 a.m. to get the children ready for church, only to realize that Anthonette was not home. She talked to her neighbors and called the police. Nobody could find any trace of Anthonette. One thing that I did wrong in the other video was I said Anthonette. It's Anthonette with a TH sound. 1 year later, Gallup police received a phone call from a young girl claiming to be Anthonette Cayedito. Then they heard an angry male voice yelling, "Who said you could use the phone?" The girl screamed and the phone call ended. Anthonette's mom believed it was her daughter, but she did not have any idea who the man was. Now, another correction that was made to me in the 39 comments was that she did in fact have an Uncle Joe. Some described him as a step-uncle. I don't believe that there's any such thing as a step-aunt or uncle. It's personal opinion. There. I need to move it over so that I can, actually, let's put it over here. Put the poster in. And I'd like to thank the FBI for the poster. He was her aunt's husband at the time and therefore her uncle. That being said, he has been cleared. All of her uncles have been cleared. In 1991, 5 years after her abduction, a waitress in Carson City, Nevada, was serving a table including an unkempt couple and a teenage girl. The girl bore a striking resemblance to Anthonette and kept knocking utensils to the ground, and at one point the girl grabbed the server's hand and gave it a squeeze. When the people at the table left, the server uncrumpled some napkins left on the table, and one said, "Call the police," and another said, "Help me." Her mom passed away in 1999 and her dad in 2012. Now, her sister did not, because she was 5 years old, didn't disclose this until she was 10. So 5 years passed without this information about the men in the van and the. Um, okay. In 1996, a Jane Doe was found in Albuquerque on May 2nd. The Jane Doe was between the ages of 14 and 18, with Native, Hispanic, or white heritage. She was between 5'2" and 5'4". As of today, there is no news regarding whether Anthonette is a match to Jane Doe. I don't believe she was. There is still hope for finding Anthonette. Anthonette was half Native American and half Hispanic. Her mother was Native American and her father was Hispanic. She was a Navajo. Let's see. Gallup, New Mexico, where she was from, lies within what was once the territory of the Navajo Indian Nation. It's a small community of 10,000 people, which it's a little bigger than my community, but not a lot. Okay, now now this says the note said, "Help me 911 police." So I don't know if anybody knows what the note actually said, although they did interview the lady on Unsolved Mysteries. Her mother listened to the tape over and over again and knew it was her daughter because of the way she said her name. Anthonette had a unique way of saying her name. Shortly after she was sighted in Carson City, her mom turned to her Native American heritage. She went to a medicine woman who was known to be skilled in performing traditional tribal ceremonies. The medicine woman performed what was called the crystal ritual, which is said to make contact with the spirit of a missing person. According to the medicine woman, Anthonette was still alive and may have had a child. She was being held against her will by threats of violence. Somewhere in the Southwest, Penny was amazed that the information provided by the medicine woman was consistent with elements of the detective's investigation. So she knows more, of course, than we do about the detective's investigation. So that makes me think that there's a really good chance she is alive. Her birthday was Christmas Day, by the way, as we mentioned. This case was on season 5 with Robert Stack and season 8 with Dennis Farina. So you can watch that. And I have the phone number here. I know I have a phone number. You can submit a tip on the Unsolved Mysteries page, which I will link in the description. But you can also call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST. And you can call the Gallup, New Mexico Police Department at sorry. I'm just getting the phone number. Anyway, as of 2021, the FBI is still searching. So you can call the FBI at, that was the 35th anniversary of her disappearance. You can call the FBI at 505-889-1300. 505-889-1300. Sorry about that. I thought mistakenly that I had the number in what I had printed out. Her parents died without ever knowing what happened to her. And we would like very much, everyone, to make sure that her sisters find out what happened to her. She was 9 years old when she disappeared in 1986. She would have been 10 that December. Trying to think. She's 2 years younger than me. So, if alive, she would be 45 years old last month. Well, 2 months ago now. It's February. And would be 46 at the end of this year. So I really want us to find her and reunite her with her sisters, or allow her sisters to be able to put her to rest with her mother. I do not know if their DNA is in the system. I surely hope that it is. And I would like to think that the Gallup police or the FBI have taken their DNA. Especially since they've renewed their investigation in 2021. Can't believe it's been in April it'll be 37 years. Since this little girl was grabbed in her doorway. I mean, they say her mother was a heavy sleeper and just did not hear the knock at the door. She may not have heard the knock at the door, but how do you not hear your child screaming? I'm not sure I understand that, but I'm not saying she had anything to do with it. Believe me. I am just saying I don't understand how she didn't hear. My guess is he clamped a hand over her mouth and she was kicking and screaming through his hand, and that's why her mother didn't hear it. That's my best guess. I will link the original here, and I will put a pinned comment on the original linking this video there. And I want to thank the over 6,500 people who watched the original video. It was time after 12 years to renew the video, to add more to it, to update any incorrect things that I found in research then. That's why sometimes videos just need to be redone. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please watch from beginning to end. Please subscribe if you're new and hit the bell for notifications. Please like the video. Please share the video. Let everyone know that I've made a new video on the case with updated information. Better information, more accurate information. Thank you for supporting me, for watching my videos, for commenting on my videos. I will see you Monday where we will continue with 50s February. This is just a little bonus in between. And check out today's 50s February, the first video in 50s February, the Gilpin County Jane Doe or Pyre Lady. Thank you. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.